call on the president of Patients' Right Watch Ghana, Isaac Giabo Ofori. A round of applause for him, please.
Thank you, Obi. Good morning. Yes. Mr. Chairperson, Lawyer Champon Boafo, President of the Ghana Bar Association, Dr. Anthony Siasari, Presidential Advisor on Health, Representative of the Chief Justice, my Lord Christopher Archer, Representative from the Ghana Health Service, Mr. Yeboah Esquire, and the keynote speaker for today, Professor Ernest Kofi Abochi, all gathered here, ladies and gentlemen. I am happy to welcome all of you to this morning's service, which marks the official launch of Patient Right Watch. Now, Patient Right Watch is a non-governmental organization. It was incorporated last year, 15th November to be precise. Now, the idea to establish an organization dedicated to the cause of patients actually got revealed whilst I was pursuing my postgraduate studies at the master's level in KU University in Law. It became very clear whilst researching on my thesis that despite the existence of a patient charter in Ghana and many other laws supportive of patients' rights in our statute books, victims of medical negligence hardly resort to the law to demand accountability or compensation from their perpetrators. In the result, the burden of their rehabilitation devolves on themselves. So I realized that there was actually a problem. And what could account for this? The most probable reason probably could be that the victims are ignorant of their rights, and probably the perpetrators too. They also do not know their responsibilities, and therefore the two account for the state of affairs. Now, rather than joining the silence, the status quo actually ignited my passion for patients' rights, and I realized also that if you check the civil society space in Ghana, a lot of them are focused on politics and in the economy. Like, to quote the biblical John the Baptist, there is no voice in the desert crying out on behalf of patients. So the patient matters are relegated to the background. So this morning, the realization that there is no such patient advocacy institution in the country, having ignited my passion already by virtue of my research, I decided to do something about it. And the result of that is what we are here to inaugurate this morning. Now, somebody may ask, what is patient right about? What is this whole business of patient right? Basically, the business of Patient Right Watch is anchored on three things. The first is education. You agree with me that, like I said, there is existence of patient charter in Ghana. But if you are supposed to do a head count of what the patient charter contains, I'm sure even from those gathered here, only few of us will get good marks for it. So it means that the laws are there, and we are also sitting at somewhere. So education is such an important component of what we seek to do. We will educate the public through media campaigns. We will seek to educate trainee health professionals. At the training, we take it to their doorstep. We will seek to liaise and educate the practicing professionals so that it's not only about patients knowing their rights, the health worker must also know their responsibilities. We will also seek to undertake victim support. Now, somebody may ask, what does this entail? Victim support actually entails three things. First thing is to assist patients deal with their psychological injuries. Now, patients who have suffered from medical negligence or medical malpractice, depending on the situation, some actually carry with them psychological injuries for a lifetime. And our idea is to support them through counseling and emotional rehabilitation. The other is also physical rehabilitation. Now, some of them actually are left in very bad state and is compounded by their financial situation. So this is an NGO. If resources are available, the idea is to support them to put themselves back in shape. Now, we also seek to support patients with legal services or legal advice, and that will mean representing them to demand accountability or compensation from the perpetrators. So that is also a very important aspect of what we seek to do under the victim support anchor of patient right. Last but not the least is our idea to pursue policy advocacy. Now, patient right, what we have is to also put together lawyers who have skills and experience in the medical law sphere. So we will make research and expertise available to those in authority, those at the helm of policy, to make sure that we address matters bordering on patient rights at the systemic level and not actually wait to pursue them at the symptomatic level on one-by-one basis. We also seek to act as a watchdog of government policies on health. So if government actually discloses any policy on health, as a patient advocacy organization, it is our idea to actually peruse the policy to see if it will advance the cause of patients. Now, I know that there are a lot in store for us by virtue of the profile of speakers lineup. So I will conclude by saying that Patient Right Watch has come to stay, and matters of patients is about you and me. Either we are existing patients now, or we hope to be, or we will become in maybe the next moment. So this is an issue that affects all of us. It is a bit surprising that it's taking us so long to have organizations dedicated to patient care emerging on the scene. But as an NGO, our only source of funding is donation from philanthropic organizations, corporate institutions as part of their corporate social responsibilities, and patriotic or individuals passionate about patient rights. So we cannot do it all. We seek your partnership in the form of support so that together we make a voice on behalf of patients. Thank you.